The Building Bridges Initiative campaigns is going to create many political leaders in this country. And that campaign is also going to destroy many political careers in this country. There are leaders who are going to emerge out of the BBI campaigns. And already I can clearly tell that Peter Kenneth is emerging out of these Building Bridges Initiative campaigns. I can clearly tell that Dennis Waweru, who was appointed as the co-chair of the BBI Secretariat, together with Junet Mohammed, is also emerging out of this campaign. Down here in Nyanza, yesterday I saw the former Homa Bay gubernatorial candidate, Oyugi Magwanga, taking charge of the Building Bridges Initiative campaigns, which means he's also likely to use the campaign to emerge. But it's also going to destroy many political careers. So today I want us to look at 5 key leaders whose careers are likely to be destroyed after the Building Bridges Initiative campaigns. But before we do that, if you're watching this video for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now back to the main issue. We all know that leaders do emerge. And events like the Building Bridges Initiative campaigns is going to allow those leaders to emerge. And at the same time, events like these BBI campaigns is also going to destroy careers of many politicians. So in my view, these 5 politicians must be very careful, because if they are not, their political career is likely to come to an end. The first individual, in my view, is Professor Kibwana. Professor Kibwana was being pushed by Kenyans to contest for the presidency in 2022. Which means there are Kenyans who believe that Professor Kibwana can actually save this country. So when the Building Bridges Initiative process began, Professor Kibwana was one of the vocal supporters of that campaign. And I remember he attended the first campaign in Kisii, where he delivered a very powerful speech. And later on, we had the other meeting in Ukambani, which was in Kitui. But before Kitui, there was another meeting in Makwiny, his own county. And during that event, Professor Kibwana said these words.
Lakini kuna jambo moja, wale wanasema kwamba serikali ya executive, katika executive, wale wanasema kwamba ati tukiwa na president, tukiwa na deputy president, tukiwa na prime minister, deputy prime ministers mbili, ati ni jambo la kutafutia watu makazi. Kama mtu ameshughulika katika mambo hii ya katiba kwa muda mrefu, najua hiyo sio kweli. Kwa sababu katika Bomas, mahali tulibuni president, tulibuni prime minister, deputy president, prime minister, 2 deputy prime ministers. Katika Bomas, watu hao wote walikuwa huko. Bwana Ruto alikuwa katika hiyo Bomas, siku hizo akiwa anafanya kazi na Raila. Raila alikuwa huko, President Uhuru alikuwa huko akiwa Minister of Finance, Musali alikuwa huko, kila mtu alikuwa huko. Na wao wote walikubaliana kwamba hiyo katiba ya Bomas, wakakubaliana siku hizo kwamba itengeneze uongozi wa hapo juu namna hiyo. Tena wakati wa serikali ya Kibaki, ile ilikuwa ni ya nusu mkate. Kulikuwa na president, kulikuwa na vice president, kulikuwa na deputy, kulikuwa na prime minister, kulikuwa na deputy prime ministers. Na Raila alikubali hiyo. Ruto siku hizo hata alikuwa minister katika serikali, alikubali hiyo. Kila kiongozi, Musali hata alikubali hiyo. Wote walikubali hiyo. Kwa hivyo leo wakisema kwamba tunakuwa na watu wengi katika ngazi za juu. Kwa nini walikubali hiyo kitu Bomas? Kwa nini walikubali hiyo katika Grand Coalition Government na wakabadilisha sheria, wakabadilisha katiba na wakabadilisha sheria ya kawaida? Kwa hivyo kwa kweli tusidanganyane kama viongozi wa Wakenya. Ni vizuri.
Now that's Professor Kibwana supporting the Building Bridges Initiative campaigns. And then later on, after a meeting with the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, Professor Kibwana started changing. He started changing narrative that Kenyans must respect the constitution.
Mimi kama mmoja wa wale tulipigania katiba hii ya 2010 katika ujana wetu, hatufurahi kwa sababu tunaona kwamba hii katiba inadharauliwa. Ila hali tunaelezwa kwamba inatakikana katiba hii ibadilishwe. Ikiwa katiba ile iko haipewi heshima, hiyo ingine tunaambiwa ibadilishwe itapewa heshima. Na ni mpaka sisi sote kama Wakenya tuseme tunataka katiba yetu ipewe heshima, kwa sababu mwanzo Mungu, pili watu na katiba yao. Na mimi nikisema hivyo, nimekuja hapa katika kanisa hii, katika madhabahu, nikisema hivyo sina uoga, kwa sababu nilipokuwa kijana asiyojua mambo mengi, nilijua jambo la kila Mkenya ni msawa na Mkenya mwenzake.
But how is that move going to destroy his political career? Number one, how is it going to destroy the career of Professor Kibwana? Professor Kibwana had the potential of remaining as someone who has a stand. Today in this country, there are people who no longer take Professor Kibwana seriously. They believe that the move by Professor Kibwana to oppose the Building Bridges Initiative process was as a result of the support or the desire to work with William Samoei Ruto. And now that William Ruto has decided not to oppose this particular BBI process, Kenyans are waiting to see whether the professor is going to live by his word. Because yesterday, David Ndii and Martha Karua, under the Linda Katiba movement, addressed the media. But Professor Kibwana was missing. So because of that, nobody will trust him. Secondly, Professor Kibwana is going to be handed a humiliating defeat. And I doubt if he will be able to recover from that particular defeat. Because let's face it, assuming he's going to be the face of the Linda Katiba movement, so it means he's going to face President Uhuru Kenyatta, he's going to face Raila Odinga, and he's also going to face William Samoei Ruto. So he's going to be defeated. And there's a burden in a defeat. So people will not take him seriously. So Professor Kibwana political career, in my view, is going to come to a halt at the end of the referendum. Because he's unable to decide. He's unable to decide whether to support or to oppose. Clearly he's waiting for signals from William Samoei Ruto. So that's number one, the first guy. The second politician is Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria is likely to oppose this particular document. He's been very vocal against this document. But once the amendments were made, he started supporting. And today, Moses Kuria made a tweet, yesterday, sorry. He made a tweet. I'm just reading for you that tweet. The tweet is saying, unless the BBI Constitution Amendment Bill is revised to remove creation of 640 members of parliament, including nominations of 180 women MPs, me and my house, we will vote no. I urge all my friends and supporters to do the same. This country is in ICU. We can't afford it. If you decide if you want food on the table or salaries or big cars for 640 MPs. So from that alone, it seems Moses Kuria is going to oppose. And I was thinking in my head, is it possible that Moses Kuria is a Trojan horse who is now being used to push William Samoei Ruto to oppose this particular document? I've been thinking like that because personally I always believe that Moses Kuria is actually a Trojan horse. William Ruto indicated that he was going to support this document. Now Moses Kuria is now coming that he's going to oppose. Assuming he's going to oppose the document, how is it going to affect him, politically speaking? How is it going to destroy him? Number one, Moses Kuria is the member of parliament for Gatundu South. He represents President Uhuru Kenyatta in parliament. So which means Uhuru Kenyatta is not going to allow Moses Kuria to win against him in Gatundu South. So the first defeat Moses Kuria is going to face is going to be Gatundu South. Secondly, these guys are likely to identify someone in Gatundu South and let that guy emerge during these building bridges initiative campaigns. And assuming it's going to, number three, assuming it's, the third one, assuming this guy is going to push for a no campaign and Ruto is going to support it, how is he going to marry those campaigns? So Moses Kuria is also in a very big fix in these building bridges initiative campaigns. And because you can emerge either by supporting or opposing, for Moses Kuria, he has no option other than to support. But he has a slim chance that he can oppose this document and take the gospel to the ground and defeat President Uhuru Kenyatta in Gatundu South. Let me know whether that can be possible. That Uhuru Kenyatta and the system are going to allow Moses Kuria and the Building Bridges Initiative campaigns in Gatundu South to go Moses Kuria's way. So Moses Kuria is the second politician who must be very careful. The third one is David Ndii. David Ndii is an economist, not really a politician, but again is a defender of the voiceless, is the voice of the voiceless. That's granted. A top economist in this country. He was a key ally of Raila Odinga. Currently, him and Raila Odinga are like water and paraffin. But how is this Building Bridges Initiative campaign going to destroy David Ndii? David Ndii and the group had hoped on the support of William Ruto to push for this agenda. William Ruto has pulled out and is not supporting. There's the fear that David Ndii might actually support, but David Ndii cannot support. He's being exposed. This particular BBI is going to expose him as someone who cannot side with President Uhuru Kenyatta. And Kenyans will now believe that David Ndii's problem is actually President Uhuru Kenyatta, not the fight for Kenyans. So I think he's likely to lose. Number 4, in my view, is Mike Mbovi Sonko, the governor for Nairobi. Politics about interest. Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are the owners of Jubilee Party and ODM Party. So impeaching Mike Sonko in Nairobi just requires the two brothers to invite their members of parliament to a meeting, which already happened. And then the next day you'll hear Mike Sonko has disappeared. But how is this going to affect Sonko? Number one, Mike Sonko is used to winning. He has never lost an election. So if we are going to go for the Building Bridges Initiative campaigns in Nairobi, where is the governor? So it means he's going to face Raila Odinga and he's going to face President Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta comes from the largest tribe in Nairobi. That's the Kikuyu. Raila Odinga commands the largest support in Nairobi. What will that mean? He's going to lose. These guys are going to defeat him in Nairobi. And if Sonko is going to be defeated in Nairobi, that is going to support no, Uhuru and Raila supporting yes, and then Sonko is defeated. How will that impact on him? Sonko will lose the moral authority. He has been having that bragging rights. That ye alichaguliwa. Kama ulichaguliwa and then these guys can't support you next. What does it mean? You have lost. And the last guy is Johnson Muthama. Johnson Muthama is also going to lose. He's a key ally of William Samoei Ruto. I don't think Johnson Muthama is going to allow himself to come and support this document on the side of Raila Odinga. So it's likely to oppose it. And what will that mean if he's going to oppose it? If he's going to oppose it, if Muthama is going to oppose this document, it means he's going to lose Ukambani. And if he's going to lose Ukambani, I don't think he will be a trusted ally around the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, who believes that Muthama can actually deliver the Kamba votes to the Hustler Nation. So in my view, those 5 leaders are going to be destroyed by the Building Bridges Initiative process. But there are some who are going to emerge. Someone like Martha Karua. Karua is going to oppose this document. But at the end of it, after opposing, she's going to emerge. Let me hear your thoughts on this matter. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.